Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. So I'm back on Smurf today, and there have been a lot of changes, but some have come and gone. So I had a big, beautiful blaze farm right there. I don't know if I showed that. I don't think I showed that in the last video. The problem is that it was a prototype. I had built it in Creative. I saved it as a schematic file, but it doesn't belong here because, for one thing, I built it in Creative. It's just a test, and for another, the style didn't really fit with the rest of the builds around here. So I took it down. So I saved it off as a world edit schematic file. I can paste it into another world, but I'm going to do the same kind of concept right here as far as like the way I built it and the mechanics and all that, but it's going to have a lower profile, and it's going to be made out of different materials. It'll work just as good, but I'm going to do it in survival right up here. So that's planned for there. We expanded the villager trading hall, so we haven't put new villagers in here yet, but we've got more cells ready to go. Well, not really ready to go. We've got to put sticky pistons in there, and and the levers and stuff. But we got these guys. Well, I've got them discounted, but it's a funny thing. I used to be able to do some fun stuff to like game the system. I used to be able to get like this Unbreaking book down to like 1 emerald, but it won't let me now. So I'm not sure why not. I'm not sure why that guy's zombified, because I thought I fixed that. That's weird. And this guy too. How are these zombies? Oh, getting in here? I know how. See, this is new stuff, right? So got hosed again. When we put this new stuff on here, there's a reason I put torches on top. And there's a reason that I put a fence around the back. I put a fence around the back so that things can't run through there, so baby zombies can get through there, right, and get inside. And then I put torches on the top so things don't spawn on the roof. So again, I'm going to have to recure these guys, but that's no big deal. We've got what we need to do it, and I guess learn as you go, right? So when you build this, make sure your roof's lit. If you're going to use this style, right, light it up, and then make sure there's a fence all the way around it so that things can't come in. Like if there was a trench right here, nothing would have been able to get in here, but these are new cubes, and we haven't done the zombie trench back here. So if there's no fence back there, the baby zombies can run in and run underneath that block. And I thought I had it set. I didn't know they could get up here, but I guess they can. It's only 1 block high, right? Well, it's less than a block high. So I'm not sure how they're able to get to these villagers, because they shouldn't be able to reach them, but I guess they can, because once again we've got zombified villagers here. So I'll recure my mending guy, and then I'll recure this toolsmith, and we should be good. And now everything's fenced off and lit, so we shouldn't have any more mobs in here. So we expanded, and after I get those guys recured, we'll be ready to put the pistons in there, put the zombie trench back there. Might get another zombie so that we got one like right here, and then another over there. You don't really have to, because you can like just, when they see you, they'll chase you down to this end, but it's just quicker. I mean, if this guy's standing all the way, if the zombie's standing all the way down at this end, and I want to cure a villager down there, he's got to walk all the way down there. I have to go around the back here where he can see me and play games with him to get him to chase me. See, we've got it blocked off right now, and then have him walk all the way down here to do his job. So if I do another trench right here and put another zombie in there, it'll just be a shorter walk for him. So it'll be a little bit more efficient, maybe. I mean, what I could do is do a trench, leave this blocked so he stays over there. Do a trench right here so this one will stay over here, and then it'll be, you know, we'll have a longer trading haul without it taking longer for the zombie to get back and forth. We'll have 2 zombies in there. So that's something that's underway. And we did a tree farm over here. So I think I had a tree farm right here, and this may have been here in the last video, or maybe not. I don't remember if I'd started that already, but we moved the tree farm over here and made it a little bit better, you know, layout. So it's more, you know, it's more of a farm. It's not just like trees sprinkled around. There are definite places to plant them, and then we just got torches here underneath these trapdoors to provide the light here to cut down on the spawning in here. And then I found a jungle, did a fair amount of boating and found a jungle. Got a warp to it now, but we found it by boat. It was fun to go explore. And now we got our jungle trees started over here. I figured I'd just wrap them around this end right here, just because we don't want to go too far away from where we're going to be, because like if I'm over there working, I want them to get enough ticks to grow over here. So we got jungle trees. So I guess let me be clear. If I went this way with this, first of all, it wouldn't look as good. And secondly, if I go too far out this way, maybe these trees that were planted out here wouldn't get enough ticks to grow. So I want to keep them in close enough so that they will. And we got bamboo, cocoa beans. This is mapped out to be a long flying machine sugarcane farm. So we've done this in other videos, but in the other videos it was a little bit smaller farm. This is going to be a nice long one. We'll get lots of sugarcane out of this for, you know, getting emeralds from the villagers. So that's what's planned there. And let me go take a quick sleep here, because we get a lot of spawning. I didn't see this guy, so got a resident creeper there. All right, so then we had Sneak building over here. So Thebe built this iron farm, and I'm not sure what this is. Is he in here? Is he AFKing in here? Not sure why this is like bricked off right now. Maybe he was in there AFKing and then just TP'd out of there. So I'll put it back. So this is just a stone. Did I say iron? I don't know. It's a stone generator. So 5 blocks deep. You just stand right in here. Let's just show it off. Stand right in here and stand right up against it. And when you break this, if you use silk touch, you're going to get stone. If you use a regular pick, you're going to get cobble. We use stairs. This is something to keep in mind. If you watch some of those older stone generator videos, they just put water right there. And when you do that, it'll break. You might get a bunch of stone out of it, but eventually it will break because of there's a random tick thing that goes on with the water flow. So use stairs, waterlogged stairs, instead of just putting water blocks in there. So this provides the water. Lava's overhead, so we have water flow in here, lava drops on top of the water, and you get stone. And then as you carve, it will just keep up with you. And it's pretty reliable this way with the waterlogged stairs. So it solves the problem with the older style farm of the water not flowing in fast enough. If the lava drops down before the water flows in, it'll create cobble, and then that will in turn can mess up your farm. It'll break it. You have to go clear it out. Okay, so there's the stone generator. You can have cobble if you use a regular pick. I'm using silk touch, so I'm getting stone. And then over here we've got a build. I think this is a Blue Nerd. Is it Blue Nerd? Very nice build using bone blocks with spruce. And then this is a very cool idea here that I didn't think of. I haven't seen until Sneak built this is composters. So it gives it kind of like a log look. And I just like I just like it. You know, I like these kind of builds. These, like, I don't know, smaller builds with character. Got to watch your step back here. We might do something with this ravine. This is kind of a we had some ideas, some fun ideas. I don't know if we'll ever act on them. Maybe if we stick with this world, we'll do something down in the ravine there. So bone block here, and then put a portal here just for good measure, which this was kind of interesting because this comes out near our poor man, like super poor man's gold farm. We're building a quote poor man's gold farm right now, up on the nether ceiling, the one that if you look up poor man's gold farm on YouTube, that it'll show you the one that we're building on the ceiling, which is going to be insanely productive. But this is what we did early game just to get golden apples to cure the villagers. So, you know, you just aggravate the pigmen, they'll run towards you, they'll drop down in there. You've seen this in some of my other videos, so this is our version of this on this server. This guy's supposed to be, what do you call it, a sentinel? You know, like, he's supposed to pick up on the aggro when I aggravate these guys and keep it going. I'm not sure that he's all that he's cracked up to be, that he really does the job that well. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to put him there. It's easy to do. So that's what he's there for. And then they drop down. They drop down onto this platform. This is 21 blocks. I'm pretty sure this is 21 block drop to here, and it softens them up. So I'm not going to hit that guy. I don't want to aggro them right now. And then we the goodies go down into these chests on each side here. So we get swords and we get zombie flesh and bullion occasionally. And then since we're close to a we call this basalt delta biome, an occasional magma will fall in here and we get magma cream. And then this is for smelting swords. So we just take the swords out of here when we get a bunch of them and chuck them into the chest, and it smelts down into nuggets. So we've got our little gold farm here. And then we've got this that will take us up to the nether roof where we can ender pearl through the bedrock onto the roof. That was a very derpy, you know, like, my timing was really bad there. So this is just up to the roof. This takes us up to bedrock, up to Y127, and then we can ender pearl onto the roof. But that was just for the first time. We haven't tried the bedrock break here yet, but we've got a home set up there, so we can get up there that way. So I'll go show you that in just a second. Let me do a quick patch here. So I like to use blocks that the gas can't blow up again when I do my patches. So yeah, that's the gold farm. So then it just turned out that when Sneak built that portal there, it brought us out just right here. This was not planned. Please don't blow out my portal. But it just worked out that way. So now we got a linkage issue because this portal links to our portal that is over in our mines there. So I'm going to have to get coordinates for each of them, like, and put them where they belong. I think I already did that on the portal that's in the mine. This one needs to be adjusted. So I'm not too worried about it right now because they're close enough. I mean, the one that I originally built doesn't come out anyplace all that interesting, so maybe we could just leave this one. So we have a little gold farm, and then I wanted to show this off too. Sneak was feeling creative, so this is kind of a campground thing. I don't know how this RV got here. I was speculating that maybe it was a Back to the Future RV, you know, with the hover thing, and it hovered here and set down right here. Not sure how it got here, but it looks kind of nice here. And then I like the way that looks. I don't know if you would call that smoke, but I'll call it smoke, and I think it looks great, especially from a distance. So this was a nice, just kind of playful, fun build that Sneak did. That I think it just adds, everything we build adds to this place. Then Thebe said he wanted a Jeep, so Sneak built Thebe a Jeep. So that's Thebe's Jeep. Looks like a Humvee, huh? So let's see. We got that stuff, stone generator, and did I show the iron farm? So we did a modification to the iron farm so that it would be more productive. We found that you know, the campfires are just real slow. We did a couple of things to make this more productive. I've got my alt right here. He's AFKing for iron because we use a ton of iron, as you'll see in just a minute, to build something. So we're trying to get more iron. Let's see how much we have. Not bad. He hasn't been sitting there very long. That's a KT gameplay right there. So having an alt is a wonderful thing if you build farms. So you can just sit there in creative mode and AFK. We found that if we planted flowers around here, that it would stop golems from spawning here, and it doesn't hurt the efficiency of this farm one little bit to deny these spawning spaces to the golems. This makes it more efficient, leaving the smaller space, because the same number of golems will spawn. You know, every so many ticks those villagers are going to try and spawn one, and as you can see right there, when they do spawn, they've only got a couple steps to fall in here. So that made it more efficient. And then we don't want them standing around on the campfire for a minute. I timed it, and it took a very long time for the golems to die, so you're missing a lot of spawning ticks that way. So we tried different things, but we ended up doing the lava blade. It was just the simplest, and it's a real quick kill. And we got the campfire left over from before. Figured why not leave it in there, right? But the lava blade's really doing the work. And so the golems are dispatched more quickly, and open up. Yeah, they're dispatched more quickly. See, he spawned right there. Boom, sees the zombie, walks right into the pit, and that leaves when the time comes around for the villagers to gossip again, they won't spawn another golem if there's one standing around. So you got to get rid of them as quickly as you can. And we could make it even more efficient, but it just would be not worth it. Okay, so we made the iron farm more efficient. So we're getting a good amount of iron out of that. Let's see, what else? So the other thing, oh, we got an El Mango smelter here. I did not see this. So this is new. And what are we smelting? Maybe for glass or something? So somebody built this. This is kind of cool because I usually am the one that built this. So I'll bet you Thebe built this. So it's nice to have one of these. It's 8 furnaces. And I show how to build this in some of my other videos. A couple of mine carts on top of, there are 8 hoppers here, 8 furnaces. And then this chest on top feeds into both of these mine carts. It just works out that if you drop stuff into this chest, it'll get evenly split between these 2 mine carts, and then they will evenly split it between these 4 hoppers into the 4 furnaces that are under each mine cart. So it divvies everything up evenly, so it's very fast. You know, we got an 8 furnace smelter here. So that's pretty cool to see that. And then one last thing, because we're at 20 minutes, I want to, I left a couple of things out. That house there. I left Beeston's house over there. So I'll hit those in a future video. But here's what Thieves working on now. Let's do a home to Poor Man Gold. So this is where all of our iron went. I mean, why not? He decided to build it out of iron. Now, we're going to build version 2. As you can see, there are some piglins spawning here, and we don't want them to hang around, because if you get too many of them, then it'll cut into the efficiency of the farm, right? Because they're taking up mob cap. So the version 2 of the Poor Man's Gold farm uses it's pretty creative. You can do magma blocks out there, which I've done on other farms and I've shown in videos. But there's also a version of this farm that uses blue torches, and we just changed the runway a little bit at the end there. It'll use blue torches, so when one of these piglins spawns, it'll be afraid of the torch and it'll just run off the edge. And I can't remember if there were trapdoors or how we entice it to jump off, rather than just running away down the platform. But they just run right off the edge and fall down. So that's a way of getting rid of them. When they hit the ground, that's like 128 blocks or 126 blocks, they die instantly. And even if they didn't, they've dropped out of range, so they won't, well, they'll drop, actually, I have to look. The ground down below us, I think, is at 127, and we're at 249, so I'd have to do a little math there to see if we're more than 128 blocks away. Anyway, it solves the problem. They're either going to go splat or they're going to drop out of range. Like if you drop more than 128 blocks, they're going to instantly despawn. So then the only thing that's going to be left up here are the zombified pigmen who are not afraid of blue torches. So they'll stay up here on the platform, and they will come and try and get you when we aggro them. So you just stand here, you shoot one, and we'll have it set up so that they'll drop into a killing area and here into cramming mine carts, and then there'll be a collection area underneath where we sort everything out and keep the bullion, and you get all of the XP. You just stand right there, and it's just an insane amount of XP that comes out of this farm. You can see how many piglins there are here, and they just stay aggroed forever. As long as you're standing here, they're passing on the aggro because there are so many of them. So so this is the newest thing, and since we were iron rich, Thief decided to build it out of iron. I think it looks really good with this smooth stone. So why not? We got all this extra iron. Why not use it and build something cool with it? So I think this is a good place to end. That's where we're at now in this world. I have another server, a 117 server, that I just upgraded to the latest snapshots. 21W something A. It's the latest, the 6th snapshot. So I updated that, and that's looking good. But we've been playing a lot on Smurf. We haven't gone to the end yet and haven't beat the dragon here. We've been just having fun building. So this is where we're at, and there'll be more to come from here. And it would be nice if we can keep our interest up here somehow until they do release 117. Then we could maybe try just upgrade this world to 117. I did a lot of exploring, so but what I can do is when they release 117, I can trim all those chunks that I explored so that it'll regenerate with the new structures and the new biomes and stuff. So we'll either do that or we'll reset the world. We'll see which is easier when 117 comes out. So for now, we're just going to play this world, and we'll see if it keeps our interest. We'll just keep playing until 117 comes out. Otherwise, at some point, we'll just do a reset. So long goodbye, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good day and take care. I guess help is on the way with this virus. So there's hope now, and perhaps a light at the end of the tunnel. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.